No, it's not the one where it spins with the magnets and it opens and closes. It's some other thing.
But it's still a magnet where you get things, right?
I don't know why you don't want that.
I will after I open this box.
Yeah, pull that one out. Yay!
Remember all those great Hanukkah presents from Megan's house? I couldn't fit in the suitcase.
We have our How to Play Ukulele book over there if you like.
Turn it. Keep turning. Keep turning.
I can figure it out.
Oh, look at this unicorn! Yay!
Are these Hanukkah presents?
These are Hanukkah presents.
I've got another box of them upstairs.
What's in there?
I thought this was Alyssa's gift.
No.
Oh, this is the My Little Pony train.
Look at the little girl.
Why
And
does
accessories.
ponies need trains? I guess they do run in the back of trucks and trains.
Oh, almost in there.
So they can go from Ponyville to Canterville, of course.
No longer is the pony
That's why they
express.
need a train.
It's lighter than the others.
It's a good joke, and I wish I thought of it.
Flavors of the right
I just swallowed all told. She's switching between cans.
Okay, are we? It's too late. The picture was my idea. Don't you
Yep.
Okay, I'm done. I'm in like 30 minutes, so.
Here we are at the house. Tired. Hi there. Well. Commandeered this room. Has an access to the outside. To avoid feeling a little claustrophobic. This walk-through bathroom is kind of scary.
We were having conversations.
Yeah, I was having a
So
debate
that-
with her.
Consent and
And I unbuckled her. I said, good morning. She said, I sing to her. I said, how do you know what to get?
That's why I'm sitting here instead of going to the grocery store.
Oh.
You guys got to make a list.
where did my purse end up? Is it still in the car?
This first one we'll just put on our credit card and that'll be our.
Right.
I just throw it at me, dude.
Make it rain!
You'll take my money, you'll like it.
Okay, what do you want for breakfast, lunch, and discussion tonight? For chef?
Is food. Giant portions of food. I know it's a midnight show, I'm supposed to be talking about blowjobs and big tits, but after 6 weeks up here, tits just start to look like a couple of Grossinger's baked Alaskas. They're, oh, you've had them. But really, I have great affection for the mountains. I've been coming up here with my family since I was born. It is the best place to have your first nervous breakdown, which automatically comes with spending months in a cabin with your family every year since you before. My first everything happened in the Catskills. Everything. My mother first told me to keep my knees closed because there's a ring on my finger in the Catskills. Actually, she told me it was biologically impossible to have sex without a ring.
Do the faces,
Come on,
Maisel.
do the voice.
Come on, Mrs. Maisel. Tell us your story.
Would you like some more wine? And we need the long
Okay, there's something about a lizard in the backyard. Okay, that's the premise.
So last Tuesday it was very, very warm outside. It was like in the 60s, it was like 65 degrees outside, and it was really sunny. And the dragon loves it when it's really sunny and it's really warm. And so I brought him out, and I put him in the middle of the yard like I have 100 times before. And while he was in the yard, he went like this. And I didn't know that his head could go all the way like that. But I didn't pay it any mind until he made his way to the edge of the yard, and I went to go pick him up, and his beard flared out at me, and it was black, and he hissed at me. And like I was a predator, and I tried to explain to him that I am not a predator. I'm just me, and I'm here all the time, and I'm your friend. And so I didn't pick him up until a couple minutes later when he went to the outside of the, right to the edge of my garden. I'm like, well, you can't go in my garden. So I picked him up gingerly, and he let me pick him up, and then I put him down in the middle of the yard, and he took off. Like I've never seen him move that fast before. There was a chain link fence in the back of the backyard where he was. It maybe slowed him down like half a second, that chain link gate. He went right through those links. And he went into the woodpile. And so I went to the woodpile and called our nephew, and he came into the woodpile with me, and I disassembled that woodpile piece by piece, just log by log, and he did the same thing.
To try to get him, yeah.
And
Frantically.
yeah, no, like I'm going like this with the logs. Like there's a haphazard, pile of logs behind me while I'm doing this, and being careful not to, do any log out of place, because then the little guy will get crushed again. And so I was sure when we disassembled the entire wood pile, I was sure that he was like in the yard behind us or in the yard beside us. The yard behind us had this big shed with a clearance a couple inches under it, so I thought I was sure he was under there. And so I asked the neighbor, and I described him, and I showed a picture, and we looked and looked and looked, and he was asking me all kinds of questions, like, is he attracted to some kind of smelly foods? Or is he attracted to bright colors or something like that, I'm like, not really. So, yeah, for 3 days he was out there, from Tuesday to Friday,
And on Wednesday, you went back out looking for him.
Yeah, on Wednesday, I worked from home. So I went to the neighbor's yard again with a flashlight and a stick. And I looked under the guy's shed, and I poked around and gently, and I looked between the fences in our yards, and I couldn't see anything. And I read all of these accounts on the internet about people finding their lizards after like weeks or months, and I was pretty sure that it was going to be like weeks or months before I found him.
If at all.
If all. So on Thursday, I went to my therapist. I've got a real hippy-dippy therapist. Like, she's into past life regression, and she's into hypnotherapy, and she's into Reiki and breath work and guided meditation. And she said that I should quiet my mind, and I should get in touch with my connection with my baby lizard, and that I should listen to my mother's intuition, and I should focus, and I should find out through that whether he was okay and where he was. And so I looked at her like she had 3 heads, and she said, it works whether you believe in it or not. So on Friday, he had been out there 3 days, and the temperatures had been down to 28 degrees. And I went out there after work, and I went to the wood pile where I had haphazardly just thrown the wood logs, and I took the logs gently,
First
one
you
by
center
one.
yourself. No
Well,
music and podcasts.
Yeah. I centered myself. I focused. I quieted my mind. And I didn't turn on any music or any podcasts or anything like that while I was out there. And I just calmly focused while I took the logs that I had haphazardly thrown like this, like one by one, and stacked them neatly. So at least if he was in the backyard, he would be easier to find, or at least I could eliminate, you know, the backyard as a thing, and if he came back to the backyard, I would be able to find him easier because this stack. So I was out there for at least an hour, and there were 2 or 3 times where I'm like, that's probably enough for today. I should go back inside. Maybe I'll go do, I'll go a little bit longer. I'll do it a little bit longer. And lo and behold, there was one log, like till near the very, very end. Oh yeah, it was raining that night. It was gonna rain that night too. So I figured that I'd be out there until it got too dark for me to see, or if I got drenched from the rain. Like I was gonna be out there as long as I could. But one of the very, very, very last logs that I had to replace, I lifted it, and there was my lizard Nemo just sitting there. And I went to go pick him up, and he tried to hiss at me again, but it was really pathetic because he was so cold, and he was like, I'm scary. I'm like, you're not scary. You're adorable.
So you got him
I
back.
picked him up, and I brought him inside. I'm like, guess who I found? Daniel couldn't believe it. He had absolutely given up. And so, you know, a social animal he is. Within 5 minutes, he had told everybody we knew that the lizard was found. And he even convinced Kelly that his toes had grown back while he was out. While he was
Eric
gone.
doesn't know the story of the toes being missing.
Oh, well, when
So
I first got him because Neely, my friend, called him. Yeah, he was a baby. He was like as big as my palm, fit in my palm. But apparently at the food store, a food-aggressive female had torn his toes off.
Really?
So he's got nice long hand fingers, but his toes are all stubby and stumpy like. So my friend called me and she's like, won't you please adopt this dragon? You have to adopt this dragon. Everybody's gonna want a full dragon. Nobody's want to adopt a dragon that's got no toes. She's like, he's just fine. He'll be fine. Just, will you please adopt this dragon? Please, please, please. Everybody's gonna want a full dragon. Nobody's gonna want a broken dragon. I'm like, oh.
He's right.
Of course I'll adopt a dragon. So yeah, he climbs fine, and he does not know that he has missing toes, but he's super stumpy, stubby toes. And yeah, Daniel
But he's good and fine.
He's good and fine now. I got him under the warming lights once I got him, and after a few minutes in the warming lights, like I put him up on the hammock close to the warming lights, and I like pet him a little bit. He fell. Yeah, he wasn't frozen solid, but he was frozen to the point where he could not move or like hanging on.
And through this adventure,
Oh, imagine if he was out there now, like in the teen degrees, and
Oh, I would not be
just
enjoying this
be a
vacation right now.
lizardsicle.
I would not be enjoying this vacation right now. Like, he would probably survive. Like,
Yeah, he'd be fine.
they're very hardy animals.
Yeah.
And he would be fine.
The Australian
'cause-
desert is not known for being kind.
Right, exactly. And, like, he was under a log, so no hawk was gonna come and, like, swoop him up or anything.
Right. Plus, he's got a really scary black beard.
Right, and like that.
If the hawk were to
Well, in
He's
this
got all the
adventure, he did do things he's never done before. He did Blackbeard you.
Have
and
you
he
ever
did,
seen
and
Blackbeard
he
on
did
him?
180 his neck, and he did run faster than you've ever seen him run. So, like, is it unbelievable he could have regrown his toes?
And this is true. He did a lot of things that, yes, you should be in front of the camera, not me, Emily. You're correct.
With your cheese.
You're
And you
100%
say that
correct.
she's just like Melissa and Nathan. No, she's just like this one.
No, I would nonchalantly like walk past the camera, like, oh, are you filming here? I didn't realize you were filming here.
Are you ready for my close-up? Yeah.
Well, if you're not,
Yeah.
here I am, and I'm close.
Right.
We haven't seen,
Okay.
we've never seen the Blackbeard before.
Yes.
I
I
So
know you told me that they changed color. I'm like, shut
It's
the
a
fuck
movie.
up.
That's
Karen.
good.
You can move,
Yeah,
Emily.
they do.
That's good.
But I don't
What
know
is
if
that?
you've ever seen it on him.
Oh yeah.
I think I have, but not when he was spooked or scared. Like
Just a
Okay,
little
I got it.
just
I got it.
kind of like randomly when he's.
Emily,
'cause
get
sometimes
the
in the morning he stretches his beard, like his, like the morning stretches. So.
Just waiting for everybody to come out. I'm going to take a picture.
I got you in there.
Oh.
I was about to say, I really got his boredom.
I think we're gonna have to do sideways, the ones that include me.
Sideways.
Because if I'm going to put a timer on